folks, welcome back to Software Testing Hacks. In this video, let's talk about what is this explicit weight in Selenium and how to use it. Before we begin, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Let's begin. First, let's understand what is this implicit weight. In the previous video, we spoke about what is implicit weight. Okay, so if you have not watched that video, please do watch it first. Okay, so explicit weight in Selenium is more granular approach that allows you to weight for a specific condition or the element. Basically, what happens is in implicit weight, it is known as the global weight. So where once you write the statement, that is enough. So it will make sure that it will wait and in case if a particular element is not being displayed or not being seen on the web page or the DOM, then it will wait until the specified time. But here we are concerned about the element. Suppose in case C, you have given 10 seconds of wait, but in that particular amount of time, that element is not visible. Then you need little more extra time, correct? So how to handle such cases? Or suppose some cases are different. Okay, in that case, you want to verify, you have to make sure that a particular element is visible. Then you have to perform the action on it. Okay, so for all that, we need this explicit wait. It is applied to a particular element. It is not like global weight. Only for particular element, we will apply the implicit weight. So it basically uses the WebDriver weight class. Okay, there are two things here. It uses this WebDriver weight class and it will wait until expected condition is met. Okay, until the expected condition is met. Here, for example, while we write it, you will get to know what exactly is that. First is we will declare this WebDriver wait, and then we will perform action on it. Before performing the action, we will have to wait until a specific condition is met. So that is where it is like two step. Okay, one is the declaring WebDriver wait, and another is to wait until the specific element is met condition. Okay. So let's see some examples. So this is where we had written the implicit weight. Okay. Now let's comment this. So we don't want this. We can remove this because we are right now concentrating on explicit weight. So let's say this is explicit weight. Okay. So what we will do is we will create the WebDriver weight first. WebDriver weight. Let's say it as weight is equal to new WebDriver wait. Okay. And then you have to pass in the driver. And another condition is you have to specify what is the amount of duration it has to wait. So for that, you have to use duration of seconds. Duration dot of seconds. So let's specify like 3 seconds. And we will import this WebDriver wait. Okay. First thing is done. Very first step done. But if we have declared this, that doesn't mean that we are waiting anywhere. So now, particular condition to be met. So if we just execute this, you can see we have no wait here, right? It just launched and you will go back and you can see that it couldn't find the element. Okay, it showed an error because we have not completely uh, performed, waited until an expected condition is met. That is, until this driver dot this we are trying to click on this particular element, but we have not making sure that whether this element is visible or is present on the web page or not. correct? For that, we have to apply one condition. Let's see how we will perform that. So for that, we will call wait dot, we have something called until. Wait until, you have to specify until a specific expected condition is met, right? So in the expected conditions, there are lot of expected conditions that you can, methods are there. So like alert is present and attribute to be. So there are so many. So based on your need, you have to perform this, apply this method. So for now, let's say that we'll wait for the visibility of a particular element. Let's use visibility of element located by dot locator. If you see here, an expectation for checking that an element is present on the DOM of the page and is visible. Visibility means that the element is not only displayed but also has height and width that is greater than 0. So you can also check it for the other methods as well, what exactly it does. So for now, we will use this, which will make sure that the element is present on the DOM, okay, document object model, and also it is visible. And also its height and then width, everything is greater than 0. So we will use this. And now we have to specify locator. We have to specify this is the locator, correct? So let's copy this locator. So now we just captured, we just waited for this element to be visible or not, but we have to perform an action on it, right? We have to perform an action. In that case, what we have to do is we will store this WebDriver element is equal to wait until this particular condition is met. Let's import the web element. Okay. And now we will perform the action on it. Element dot, what is the action we want to perform is click. So now we will see. So first we have declared this explicit wait, and after that we are using this wait to wait until this particular condition is met. So that is what our intention is. So we will wait for this particular element. We are waiting for this particular element only. Okay. Be visible. There are a lot of other visibility of all the elements, and there are different methods. You can try using that also. Okay. Now let's run it. So our expectation is that it should now wait for 3 seconds and then perform click on it. So it launched, maximized. Yes. Can you see? We have this statement printed, which means that it has executed. Clicked on login. So, and also it performed driver.close successfully. So this is how the explicit wait works. Basically, we performed it on a specific element, right? And it is not like implicit wait. Implicit wait is if you declare it at one place, right? So it gets applicable to whole of your page, correct? Whatever element, if it is not visible or it will basically wait. So that is what we are concerned about. We were just waiting for a specified amount of time. Here we are concerned about the visibility of element. So that is the major difference here. So now let's talk about the advantages and disadvantages of explicit wait. First is precision and control. Wait for specific condition, for example element visibility or clickability. So based on a specific condition you can wait, correct? So next is the optimized performance. Basically it avoids unnecessary checking. Suppose if you're working with the dynamic elements, okay, so if you are waiting implicitly, that may not be enough, correct? So unnecessary waiting conditions can be uh, stopped there. So it also prevents the error. So we also saw that no such element exception, we got it. Okay, so that can be resolved, and element not interactable exceptions, those errors can be avoided with the help of this implicit wait. So basically, it is very good if you want to wait for a specific element, and if there are slow loading elements on the web page, then using explicit wait is important. And also, meaning with the exact expected condition is also very much important. So we have to check whether it is meeting our requirement or not. Next, talking about the disadvantage, more code complexity. So it is like we are writing more number of lines here. So, and also harder to maintain. Why? Because each element it requires wait condition, which increases the total amount of time, execution time. Okay, and potential performance impact. If not used wisely, excessive wait can slow down the test execution. So that is what we discussed. Sometimes it is good when you're interacting with a dynamic element, correct? So it is not a global solution. We know that implicit wait is global solution. It will wait until a specified amount of time, but it doesn't make sure whether the element is visible or not, correct? So, but here we are making sure whether the particular element is visible or not, it is clickable or not, it is interactive or not. All this you can confirm whether specific alert is present or not. Then you can perform the action on it. So, but in implicit wait, you cannot do that. So that is those are the major advantages and disadvantages and the difference between the implicit wait and the explicit wait. So hope in this video we learned about how explicit wait works. And if you have learned something from this video, please do like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.